After a year in power, what letter grade do you give the Ford PCs?
Oh, definitely A++.
A plus. Wow.
A+. Everything he's done, we're finally working again.
Okay.
You know, we got money left in my pocket that the wife spends. But, you know, no, I'm really happy with Doug.
David Menzies for the Rebel.media. Well, folks, I'm at the Markham Fairgrounds. It is the site of Ford Fest 2019. And wow, what a year it's been since the Doug Ford Progressive Conservatives came to power last June. Now, there's been many triumphs, of course, but there's been a few bumps in the road. And certainly it's been an eventful week that we just saw. Ford had a massive cabinet shuffle. Yesterday, Renata Ford, the widow of Rob Ford, announced she's running in Etobicoke, Ford Nation territory, as a candidate for the People's Party of Canada. And in the background, a poll has indicated that this government's approval rate is at a dismal 22.4%. We don't know if that's true or not, but in the meantime, let's go out and ask the rank and file members of Ford Nation what they have to say about these issues. So Harry, you're a young supporter here in Ford Nation, and what would be your letter grade of the first year of the Ford PCs in power?
I think I would give them a good B+.
A B+.
Yeah, mainly because they haven't cut enough. I think so. They've been very lenient, I find, on the cutting. I think we need to reduce the deficit a bit more. But it's been a good year. They've been governing for the future, for the people.
Guys doing an excellent job cutting back on spending. I mean, we're in a big deficit. We're paying $13.3 billion a year in interest. We got to get that debt down. That's what's important. I know he's taking a lot of flack for cutting back on expenses, but it's got to be done, and he's toughing it out. Good for him.
There was a poll that showed that the approval rating for the government is only 22.4%. Do you believe that poll is accurate?
No, just look at the crowd. Everybody's excited to be here. Everyone's supporting Doug Ford. I don't really believe the polls.
I still think there's a lot of support for what Doug is doing. It's skewed. I think it's like Donald Trump says, it's fake polls. Okay. I don't believe it.
Well, look around you here. I mean, there's hundreds, there's a couple of thousand people here. Like, I can't see them showing up just because they get a hot dog. Really, I think they're in support. They're showing support of them. And so I don't believe that poll is accurate.
Renata Ford, the widow of the late Rob Ford, announced she's running for the People's Party of Canada. What do you make of that? Do you think, being a Ford in Etobicoke, she could actually win in that riding?
I don't really think the People's Party has a chance right now, to be honest. I really don't. They just don't have big enough platform, big enough base. She will be well known throughout Etobicoke, but I doubt that it's going to make much of a difference.
I think good for her. Yeah. And actually, I would like to see, she as a widow of Rob Ford. I think she has lots of. Basically, she has gone through a lot, and I like to see her, being successful. So actually, I'm happy for her.
I'm extremely disappointed in Maxime Bernier. I had planned to vote for him. I totally love his platform and his position, and I think they're using her. She's not qualified or suitable to be running for office this soon after all of her problems. She hasn't proven that she can actually do the job if she were to be elected MP. So I think they're using her name and creating a controversy to get the media attention.
Well, Premier Doug Ford just gave his remarks, and he stuck to the usual talking points. He spoke about how 190,000 new jobs have been created, how there's been something like $790 million in annual savings thanks to ending what he called the green energy scam, how they are putting an end to so-called hallway health care. Well, they're doing a lot of work, certainly, in their first year in office, but when you think about it, folks, this ride here at the Ford Fest Midway, the Tilt-A-Whirl, I think it's a fitting attraction because in the next 3 years, Premier Ford and the PC party is going to be up against not just the opposition parties, but the media party and the public sector unions. In other words, they're in for a really wild ride. For the Rebel.media, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Hey folks, did you like this video? Then please like and subscribe and never miss another Rebel video.